Howdy folks, my name is Richie, aka Bog Otter, and welcome back to another Guild Wars 2 video. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Black Lion weapon set. They are the Frostforge weapons that have been introduced during the 2016 Winter's Day patch. We're going to preview them for you in a moment. You can see these weapons are available for purchase in the Black Lion little store here in this section right there of Lion's Arch, in case you don't know where to snag these. You can also just click on your Black Lion claim tickets, I believe, to buy them as well. But we're going to look at all of these weapons here. You get them by spending Black Lion claim tickets. You get them out of Black Lion chests. And to open Black Lion chests, you need to get Black Lion keys. The most reliable way of doing so is just to purchase them on the gem store, but you can earn some of them through the gameplay as well. And this is the cheapest they'll ever be. One Black Lion claim ticket. After the next set comes in, the other ones are relegated to the vault and they increase in price. You can also purchase these weapons on the trading post from other players for various gold amounts. All right, without further ado, let's take a look at what they look like. Here we go. Frostforge Axe Skin. I have not seen these before. These are my live reactions to these skins. Let's see what they look like. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to have an icy look to them. It's got Winter's Day feel. Obviously, they're called Frostforge. You can kind of expect that. But I really like this misty, icy particle effect. I'm not sure about the green color scheme with the blue. Not sure I love that. But very cool looking axe. Let's see what it looks like on my character. Very neat. It matches my boots. Actually, it doesn't, but I just wanted to say that. And this is what it looks like stowed on your hip. I love that axe. I love the shape of the actual blade part. And I love the whole particle effect. Very cool. All right, let's check out the longbow next. Longbow. All right, we're going to keep the green. Looks like the green gems are there to stay. I don't know what color I would rather have than that. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure I love the green. Green and blue is kind of weird to me. I like this bow. I like how everything's going to be like icicle and jagged looking. It almost looks like it melted a little bit into points. And of course, the whole glowy effect that's going around it is really nice. Very cool looking bow. They fit Norn. These weapons will fit Norn, you know? Shipper peaks, coldness. Very Norn. Everything's a Norn weapon. All right, the short bow. Okay. Not too different. Let's see, how different is the shape? Okay, you know, you can definitely tell it's a different shape, but after you've seen the longbow, it's hard to get excited about the short bow. I think the longbow looks a little bit cooler than that, but that's what it is. It actually is pretty sizable in my Norn's hands, despite it being short. Okay, next up is the Dagger Skin. Oh, look at that thing. I like how, I like the shape of these blades, because you're trying to get that, you see, icicles are dangerous. You know, the Christmas story was right, you know. You gotta watch those icicles. They'll take your eye out. They'll break your glasses, too. I like how it's a big dagger. I say that in a lot of these videos, that I want my dagger to be able to be seen, because some of them are so teeny tiny and you run around and like, what are you even wielding there? But this one definitely stands out. Again, the glow effect makes it look really cool. All right, the focus skin. Come on, don't let me down. I typically don't like the focus. Okay, it looks cool. It looks cool. But again, like, what is that exactly? It's a focus. I understand. I understand. It actually looks like a fist weapon, to be honest. So that actually makes it look a little bit cooler. There we go. I love the fact that it's not just cloudy mist, but there's actually this, I wonder how hard it is for you guys to tell, but there's this other particle effect going on. It almost looks like it's dripping, and then it kind of gets vaporized. Not my favorite, but it looks cool. The focus, not my favorite. All right, here we go. Great sword. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Oh, man. That is impressive looking. That is gigantic. That is gigantic. The whole hilt. This whole area where you're holding it is ginormous. It doesn't even fit in the preview window here. It doesn't even fit in the preview window. But look, it goes on and has the little green gem at the end, which you can't see on this part. What's interesting about this is a lot of times we'll have like an asymmetrical blade going on, especially if it's got two parts to it. This is the actual cross guard. The actual hand guard is asymmetrical, which is kind of neat. I like that they did that. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna say that that's really cool. It's different looking, and I like what they do at the top here to kind of make it look like, I don't know, almost looks like the top of Sauron's tower. You can put a little eye in there. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, give me the hammer. Hit me with the hammer. Ooh. Ooh, I really assumed it was gonna be this big icy block thing, which we've seen before in other weapon skins, other hammer skins. I like that it's not like that at all. It is actually, it kind of looks more elegant than just that, but oh man, it looks like it could do some damage nonetheless. Wow, I like that quite a bit. The hammer is pretty special. I think I like the sword a little bit better, the longsword, but oh man. This particle effect that would be so cold to wield like that, you know? It's just vaporizing onto your shoulders. Oh man. Okay, let's check out the mace. This mace is really cool. Get it? It's cool. No, that's just bad. That's a bad joke. Bad joke. I like the shape of that. It's quite cool. I said it again. I said it again. Stop it. It's very cool. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that mace. It looks like it would do damage. It fits the whole theme. I really like this set a lot. The mace is really neat. All right, the pistol, and I'm not gonna say it's cool. You know, I wouldn't be too impressed with that because I don't like how thin it is. It looks very, very thin, but I'm adoring this whole. You know what this is? These are like when you go to a supermarket and you go to the fresh vegetable section, and it's that mist that's pouring down to make all the vegetables stay fresh and look awesome. That is what's going on here. These are like the vegetable crisper weapon sets. Oh, there's the pistol. All right, I like it. I think it's okay. I'm not a big fan of the firearms, but there we go. All right, the rifle is probably gonna be very similar. Yeah, it's very similar. They kept it thin. They give you a little bit of the icy ridges there. The particle effect is what makes this whole set. I really like it. It stands out, and it's nice. There we go. There's the rifle. All right, Scepter. Very neat. Very regal looking. You could definitely be the Ice Queen. You could be the Queen of Winter, the Snow Queen, whatever you want to call yourself. Turn people into frozen blocks with this thing, with your magic spells. I like it. Very cool Scepter skin. Let's go on to the shield. Very cool. Again, it could be like a frozen Death Knight type. I like the fact that you can use these to kind of really like role play some sort of frozen character, right? You could actually make a Norn, give yourself really pale white skin, just make yourself look creepy. You could actually be like a Son of Svanir running around. You know, you can kind of cosplay as a Son of Svanir in this with these kind of weapons. I like it. It's a cool shield. It's a cool shield. I like the top of it being all spiky like that as well. Very neat. And the staff. Okay. I like that there's something going on the bottom section as well. So typically the staff would have a cool staff head and the rest of it's kind of plain, but you actually have this section down here, which makes it more like a fighting weapon, almost a fighting stick in a way. It's kind of neat. I could see daredevils wielding that, spinning that sucker around. It's a really cool staff. I'm gonna have a hard time picking my favorite, I think. Okay, here's the single-handed sword. Looks deadly. I like the serrated jaggedness of it. Again, we're not seeing any elements that are new. Actually, I am seeing something that's new now that I mention it. This ice actually has little designs etched into it. I don't know if has that been there before? Yeah, it actually has been. I just didn't notice it till now. Was that on the very first axe skin? It is. Okay. So now I'm looking closer to it. I like it. It's actually more detailed than I thought. Very cool. There's the sword skin. I don't know if I showed it off wielded. And then stowed. Very neat. The torch. Just kind of interesting for a frosty weapon. Oh, I love the torch. I love when they do something different. Instead of just being normal flames coming out, you've got the snowflake particle effect. That is so good. That is so good. Very well done. I was wondering how they were going to do a torch. A Frostforge torch. That is cool. That is really neat. Okay. And finally, I think this is the last one, we've got the Warhorn skin. Okay. I wonder if it has a special sound effect. A lot of the Warhorns will actually have a different sound to it when you toot it. But in terms of like the general shape and look, it looks okay. It's not my favorite, but all right, I have to pick a favorite out of all of these. I do give the torch props for the actual snowflake, but I don't think that's my favorite of the skins. I think it's gonna be the greatsword, honestly. I don't know. It's a toss-up between the greatsword and the hammer. I said earlier that I like the greatsword better. I'm gonna stick with the greatsword. There we go. The greatsword is my favorite of this set. What do you guys think? Are you gonna create a ensemble that actually, you know, goes with the whole Frost theme and use these weapons? If you do, please take a screenshot of it. Send it to me on Twitter or Facebook. You can find that in the description below on the video, and send it to me. I'd like to see the outfits that you come up with. And before we wrap things up, there's a little bit of a bonus. We're gonna preview 2 other skins that have been added to the Black Lion chests. If you preview the Black Lion chest, you bring it up, we have the Candelabra staff, which I haven't seen before. Let's check this thing out. Oh my goodness. That is gigantic. I can't do the weapon only or the other way during this preview, but you can kind of see there. I wonder if when you're wielding it, if the candelabra actually lights up. That's interesting. Very neat. And the glider skin. Oh my damn. Look at that thing. Where's this preview? Oh, here it is. It's the Infinarium glider. That is really neat. It's like a hot air balloon jetpack thing. That's great. That's fantastic, by the way. So you can get those. These are uncommon drops out of the Black Lion chest, the Winter's Day chest preview. And you could also have a chance to get all of this. Actually, no, these are the Winter's Day the skins as well you can get out of there. So there we go. That's going to wrap things up. What is your favorite of this weapon set? Please leave a comment below with your answer. And don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when future videos are released. I hope everybody has a fantastic day and a fantastic holiday season. And I will see you next time. Take care.